Welcome to Selling Charleston. I'm your host, Stephanie Davis, and today we are at Riverfront Park in North Charleston. I wanted to show you this space because this beautiful park gives the public access to the Cooper River. We have a couple of fishing piers here. There's a sculpture garden. There's open fields, a playground. Lots of events are held here throughout the year. There's even a performance stage. My favorite event is Walk for Water, which is held here every March and supports Water Mission. Their headquarters is on the other side of this creek. Let's head that way now. Hi, George.
Stephanie, welcome to Water Mission.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, great to have you here.
I'm excited to see what you guys are working on now.
Well, thank you. There's a huge need with what we do, and so we love sharing and opportunity to talk to more people.
Good. Well, tell me how Water Mission got started. Your parents started it with a passion to bring clean, safe drinking water to the world. What prompted them to take action?
Our roots go back to 1998 with Hurricane Mitch. Was a big storm that hit Honduras. And we had connections in Honduras, and those people that were there were responding to the needs. And we saw the suffering that was taking place. And my dad tells a story that he just really felt that God put a burden on his heart that he needed to do something about it. He needed to help. And ultimately ended up mobilizing their for-profit company at the time. Water Mission didn't exist. They had an environmental laboratory and an engineering firm, and they used resources from the company to help and respond to those needs. And then coming out of that experience, my parents had their lives changed. They saw what was going on with the global water crisis, where essentially a third of the global population doesn't have access to safe water. So ultimately they sold their for-profit business and started Water Mission 21 years ago.
George, can you talk to me about the different systems that you guys have developed? You have some that are more plug and play, but then you have some that are specific to the needs of the community.
Sure. For the most part, we're dealing with freshwater treatment. These are a handful of the different types of solutions that we've built over the years, really focused on trying to keep things as simple as possible. We have groups that are coming in here all the time that we're just here to advocate about the issues with the global water crisis, as well as the solutions that we build and how we do that. So this is really kind of our trophy room, so to speak, and an opportunity to get to share what we do and how we do it. So maybe we'd like to go to the other side and we can see some of these things getting put together.
Okay. You mentioned that was the trophy room back there where you have some of your systems on display and where you teach about your processes, but this room shows all the places you've served, and I think this seems like a trophy room. Tell me about the flags that are hanging.
Yeah, sure. So this is our production space, and we actually build some water treatment systems for emergency purposes that we stock here to be able to air freight out whenever there's a disaster. And anytime that we go into a new country, we raise the flag of that country in our warehouse. And so the other thing that probably stands out to most people when they come in here is all the flags. So we have over 50 countries that we've served and done some kind of project over the years. They're actually in chronological order, dating back to where we first got started in Honduras. And as you go through these things from the front of the room to the back, you can literally look at these flags and look at the history of the last 20 years, every major disaster that we've responded to.
We're glad that you're here, and I appreciate you taking some time with me today and teaching us a little bit about the crisis and what we can do to help. Walk for Water is in March every year, so go to watermissions.org and get registered for the walk, or you can support online too, just by giving.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate you highlighting the work that we're doing. So there's a huge need.
I am so inspired by what they're doing here at Water Mission. I love seeing a local company make a global impact. To me, that is the American dream. I'm Stephanie Davis, your host of Selling Charleston, and I'll see you next time.